All right, so just quickly, I want to go over 3 ball handling drills. They're a little bit intermediate skill level that will help get you guys just a little bit more ball handling skills. So the very first thing that we're going to do is, once again, go over our stance. So whenever I start out in this, I never want to start here and drop. I want to be down in my stance. I'm right-handed, so the ball should be on my right side because I want to be able to shoot from this position very quickly. And if I'm left-handed, same thing. I want the ball to be on my left side so I can get into my jump shot very quickly. So that's number one. Our stance, always want my knees slightly bent, balls on my feet. And if I can kind of hold that stance for pretty much the entire drill, it'll be a very good way to learn and to continue to, feed into that ball control. So the drills that we're going to do really quickly are, the first one is going to be figure 8. So figure 8, here in my stance, I'm going to just widen my stance just a little bit more, and I'm looking to dribble the ball around my feet in a figure 8 pattern. So when I'm doing this drill, I can start out by taking little dribbles all the way in and out, and I can look at the basketball if I need to, and then obviously the goal would be to not look at the basketball anymore. So I can take as many dribbles as I want, and that's part of the drill. The next version of it, same stance, still sitting, still a little bit on the balls of my feet. This time I want to take about 2 dribbles. Figure 8. And again, my goal is to kind of look up. I don't really need in this drill to look down at the basketball. So I don't really need in this drill to look down at the basketball because I'm trying to just get a feel for where it's at in my body. There are some times where you're going to look at the ball and everything like that, but I don't want to be glued to where the basketball is. This is a basic drill that is trying to give us the opportunity to keep our head up and just feel where the basketball is at. And then the third progression from that is just 1 dribble and being able to push the ball and bring it from front to back. As you can see when I'm doing that, whereas differently here, I can kind of shift my weight slightly, and then even in this one, I don't need as much of a shift. To pull this one off where I'm only dribbling, I'm going to get a nice little shift back and forth to be able to pick up the basketball without having to put it through my legs. Without having to take another dribble. So that is figure 8. That is our first drill. You want to try to do that about 3 times for 30 seconds at a time and get as little fumbles as you can, get as quick as you can, and as fast and as hard as you can with that dribble. The next drill is spider dribble. So this one is really about our hand speed, not necessarily about the ability to dribble the ball in various places. The ball's going to bounce in one spot the entire time, and I'm working on my hand speed. So the first way to do this is, the earliest progression is just a ball drop. So I'm going to drop the ball, pick it up, drop the ball, pick it up. And my goal is to be able to get my hands, both my hands on that basketball at the same time, front and back, and I'm just switching side to side. I can also do it front to back, front to back. Again, goal being to be able to move my hands nice and quick. And then we progress to not letting the ball hit the ground. So we have front and back, side to side, ball not hitting the ground. So that's level 1 is ball dropping. Level 2, ball not hitting the ground, and working on that hand speed. Spider drill wants to see the ball stay in the middle and us moving our hands as quick as we can. So like we were doing side to side, that next progression would be to bounce. And then like we were doing front to back, our next progression would be the same, front, front, back, back. So that is spider dribble. Again, hand speed, super important. Just being able to try to move the basketball in our hands as fast as we can. The third and final drill, and this is going to be a little bit less of actually putting the ball handling in itself, just dribbling the basketball around, and more about how we move with the ball in our hands. So this is one of my favorite drills. If you ever see me work out or anything like that, the first thing that I like to do is to get my first step kind of warmed up. Sounds silly, but so I'm just starting in my stance, and I'm just shifting that ball, bringing that ball to that right side. Here, shifting that ball, bringing it to the right side, because I'm trying to go right. So I'm just working on that first stance. The progression out of that, and do left. The progression out of that, and when I do this on this side, I want to be able to swing the basketball. All right, so I don't want to just be able to shift here. I want to be able to swing the ball over. So we're going to show that progression as well. But we start here, just bringing that ball over, tucking it. I want to be able to teach that this ball needs to be on the outside of the body. So when I come, ball needs to be on the outside of my body. Ball needs to be on the outside. I don't want to dribble in here. I want to dribble out here, so the ball needs to be on the outside of the body. The next progression from that is here, and now I'm going to take that dribble. When I take my dribble, the goal is to dribble outside top of my pinky toe. So I'm here, back, back. Again, went from here, where the ball's on the outside, to here, putting the ball down. When I bring the ball out and bring it back, I don't dribble with two hands. One, and then I scoop it back in. Same on the other side, but now that we're going to the other side and we're putting the ball on the ground, you want to get in the habit of swinging it up, over and down, or swinging it low, over and down, just to avoid defenders and get in the habit. So here, back, here, back, or here, back, here. The goal with these drills is three things. Number one, with our figure 8, we're trying to work on our ball handling skill, just the speed at moving the ball around our body, working on going around our back, going through our legs, and we're just working on ball control. With spider dribble, working on our quick hands. We want our hands to be very fast, because if they're fast, that means we can move the ball around a lot quicker and get away from defenders. And the third, which would be our just our first step practice, we're working on getting off that line very quickly without traveling. So we don't want to be 1, 2, and then put the ball on the ground. We want to be nice and stable. We want to be able to hold the ball, decide when we want to dribble, and put the ball on the ground solid. And then, obviously you would keep working on that progression, but these are just ball handling drills that you can do at home very quickly. I know sometimes when we do this drill, we have a lot of kids that bounce, let the ball come up, and then they catch it. But we're trying to catch it, bring it in. So I want the ball to stay low. I don't want to catch it, drop it, and catch it like this. Here, bring it back. Here, bring it back. So you're just working on little steps, and it seems like very easy maybe for some of you, but once again, at this age, someone who's played basketball for a very long time, when you see me get into the gym, even with a weighted ball, sometimes I'll be working out, and I'll just still work on that first step, because I still want it to be quick, no matter how old I am, whether I'm playing or not. So just little tips and tricks, skills and drills for you guys, since we have a little bit of a break, things that you can work on at home without a coach. All you need is a basketball. All right? Peace.